Big news in sports today. Kyler Murray has finally decided that he's going to be playing in the NFL over the MLB. Yes, it sucks for the A's that they're missing out on their ninth overall pick, a guy that they're probably going to invest their future into and potentially build around to the NFL, but it is what it is. For all my baseball people out there and for everyone who's saying that he's losing out on money by not going to the MLB and choosing the NFL, that's not the case. That's just not true in this scenario. Most people think that Kyler Murray is making the wrong choice financially by choosing football over baseball, which is not the case in this specific situation. For a running back or an offensive lineman or a safety, yes, that could be the situation. But for a quarterback selected in the first round, he will make more money through his first contract in the NFL than he would in the MLB. So when he signed with the A's, he got a $4.66 million signing bonus plus his minor league annual salary. So in the NFL, if he's drafted in the first round, let's take Lamar Jackson, who was the 32nd overall pick last year. For example, he was the last pick of the first round. So I'm not saying Kyler will be the last pick of the first round, but at the bare minimum, I think he goes in the first round. So at pick 32 last year, Lamar Jackson had a $4.7 million signing bonus to go along with his $9.47 million deal that he got. So he will be making around $13-14 million through his first contract, whereas Kyler Murray in baseball would be making about $5 to $7 million in his first contract. So the immediate financial gain for Kyler Murray is in the NFL. Well, I hear the arguments about the longevity and Kyler's small and it's way safer to play baseball. Yes, that is true. But how do you want him to play baseball if his heart isn't in it? Baseball is a grueling season. There's 162 games in 172 days. If your heart isn't fully invested in that, there's no way he'll ever reach his full potential. This is also an extremely weak quarterback class, so it makes a lot of sense for him to come out this year. If Kyler Murray was to come out last year when you had Darnold and Rosen and Baker and Josh Allen and those guys who were solidified top 10 or top 15 surefire picks, then maybe Kyler will slip into the second, third, or fourth round. But this year, he can make the case for being the best quarterback in the class. You just saw he just won the Heisman. He was the most dominant player in college football all year. And I'm here to tell you that even though I'm not a Giants fan, I hope the Giants take him. I think the Giants is the best possible destination for him. For him and for the guys in the team like Odell and Saquon and Evan Ingram and Sterling Shepard. A lot of people have worries and are skeptical if Kyler could play in the NFL because of his height. Pat Shurmur, the head coach of the Giants, just won 13 games with Case Keenum, who is an undersized quarterback and doesn't have nearly the escapability of Kyler Murray or nearly as talented as Kyler Murray is. So Kyler Murray with Pat Shurmur, I feel like could work, especially with the personnel of the Giants. These guys like Odell and Evan Ingram, they haven't had a chance to play with a quarterback who could break the pocket and make a play. Eli Manning, it's over for him. His time is done. I could see him mentoring Kyler Murray for the first few games of the season, but at some point I would like the Giants to turn the reins over to Kyler and really let him be the face of the franchise from here on out. I know Dwayne Haskins is a higher ranked prospect. I know he's a better pocket passer, but I just think with Kyler in New York, with Odell and Saquon, they would just be such a fast, athletic, fun team to watch. I don't see how the Giants could pass up on that. If we're going with my theory that the Giants do take him with their 6th overall pick, then the markability with Kyler Murray will be through the roof. You could forget about the MLB contract or the NFL contract just off advertisements and his markability alone being the quarterback in New York. It will be everything for him. It's just you won't get that in baseball. You won't get that in Oakland. Him playing for the A's, he'll never ever be on the same level of national popularity as he would be as if he was the quarterback for the Giants or a quarterback for any other NFL team.